had a lot of engagements with the Vietnamese Marine Corps. One I recall, for example, is when they took a hilltop with fixed bayonets. I never thought I would see that, but I did. But of all my fights with them, one in which I was wounded is the one that stands out. And this was a Heliborne insertion south of Saigon to engage a Viet Cong unit. Early one morning, we were briefed. Nobody was allowed out of the stadium, so there was not going to be any compromise to this. U.S. Army Hueys came in, picked us up, and inserted us into the areas. We landed, got out, and then began to move in the direction where we knew the Viet Cong unit was. We began to move forward, had some contact. The Vietnamese Marines had a few casualties, and then eventually we got pinned down by heavy fire from the Viet Cong. And at that point, I moved up to a rice paddy and asked for helicopter support. Now we got gunships. The gunships came in. We tried to get some artillery support and asked for fixed wing support, but it was too close for that to come in. But what I would do is the helicopter would come over and begin to fire. I would rise up behind the rice paddy dike and watch where they were hitting, take a quick azimuth on my compass, get back down and give, when they came back around for the next run, give them a new azimuth, a correct azimuth to head on. And then obviously one of the enemy soldiers, either not under fire, off to the side, or pretty brave. When I stood up, he stood up and shot me in the stomach. And it went through my belt. In fact, I have the belt here. The bullet went through right here. Now, to give you an idea of the foot-pounds of energy, if you can see, this piece of metal, this little clip, was actually flat. So that's just all of the shock that causes that. Went through my stomach and out between two ribs in the back. Didn't hit the ribs, fortunately. Destroyed my spleen and punctured my stomach. I knew right away I was hit. In fact, it spun me around down into the rice paddy. And then one of these were U.S. Army Hueys. One of them, brave enough, came right in and landed not too far from where I was. And as I started to crawl back towards him, he took rounds through the plexiglass in the front. So he just simply picked the helicopter up, turned around, and set it back down. And I crawled over and crawled inside. And then when I got in the helicopter, I suddenly had this awful feeling, maybe I wasn't really wounded. Maybe it had hit my 45 pouch, and I wasn't really wounded. So when I pulled up my jacket and I saw the hole in my stomach, believe it or not, I was relieved. I had this helicopter crew risk their lives to pick me out